7th grade, Unit 7, Lesson 3, Non-Adjacent Angles, Illustrative Mathematics. Problem number 1. Two lines intersect. Find the value of B and C. This angle that's 42 degrees is the same size as angle B, so angle B is also 42 degrees. We can use this information to help us find the value of C. A straight line is 180 degrees, which is half of 360 degrees. Just like in skateboarding, 360 degrees or a 360 is one time all the way around. And a 180 is half of a 360 or halfway around. Angle B plus angle C equals 180 degrees. So if we subtract 42 degrees from 180 degrees, we'll have the missing angle. Angle C is 138 degrees. Problem number 2. In this figure, angles R and S are complementary. Find the measure of angle S. Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. So angle R plus angle S equals 90 degrees. Angle R is 62 degrees. So 90 degrees minus 62 degrees gives us the number of degrees for angle S. Angle S is 28 degrees. Problem number 3. If two angles are both vertical and supplementary, can we determine the angles? Is it possible to be both vertical and complementary? If so, can you determine the angles? Explain how you know. Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. Vertical angles are a pair of opposite angles formed by intersecting lines. Vertical angles are congruent. Here are a pair of intersecting lines forming vertical angles and supplementary angles. If this angle is 90 degrees, then this angle would also be 90 degrees. Add the angles along the straight line and the sum is 180 degrees. So 90 degrees plus 90 degrees equals 180 degrees. So this angle would be 90 degrees. And if this angle is 90 degrees, then this angle would also be 90 degrees. The answer to the first question is yes, we can determine the angles. The next question says, is it possible to be both vertical and complementary? Complementary angles add up to be 90 degrees, and vertical angles are identical. So what number plus itself equals 90 degrees? 45. So with this vertical line, we can see that this 45-degree angle is a vertical angle and complementary to the 45-degree angle, which is also a vertical angle. Only a 45-degree angle can be both vertical and complementary. So that answer is also a yes. And the third question says, if so, can you determine the angles? And the answer is yes. We determined that these angles are 45-degree angles, and my explanation is in my diagram. Here's a written response to the first question in problem number 3. You can pause the video if you like. And here is a written response for the second part of number 3. Pause the video if you need to. Problem number 4 from 7th grade, Unit 6, Lesson 22. Match each expression in the first list with an equivalent expression from the second list. A. 5 times x plus 5 times 1. That's 5x plus 5. And negative 2x plus 11x. Collect like terms. 5x minus 2x. That's 3x. And positive 5 plus 11. That's positive 16. 3x plus 16. Expression A is equivalent to expression 4. B. Collect like terms. 2x plus 1x. That's 3x. And a positive 2 plus 5. That's positive 7. 3x plus 7. That's going to be equivalent to expression 2 because half of 6x is 3x and half of 14 is 7. C. Collect like terms. We have a negative 3/8 x and a positive 5/8 x. That's the same as 5/8 x minus 3/8 x, or 2/8 x. Remember, 2/8 can be simplified or reduced to 1/4, so this becomes 1/4 x. The two remaining terms are negative 9 and positive 1. Negative 9 plus 1 equals plus a negative 8, or negative 8. So 1/4 x minus 8. This expression matches expression 1. Expression D. I notice this looks a lot like expression 5, but expression 5 says plus a negative 5.53, or and a negative 5.53. So expression D matches expression A. Expression E. The greatest common factor is 11. So we can put 11 on the outside of the parentheses. 11 times what number equals 99? Well, 99 divided by 11 is 9. So we can substitute that question mark with a 9. 44 divided by 11 is 4. So we can substitute that question mark with a 4. Expression E matches expression 3. Problem number 5 from 7th grade, Unit 6, Lesson 19. Factor each expression. A. 15a minus 13a. Their greatest common factor is a, so we can put a on the outside of the parentheses. 15a divided by a is 15, so we'll substitute the first question mark with 15. And 13a divided by a is 13. So the factored expression reads a times 15 minus 13. B. The greatest common factor is negative 6, so we can put negative 6 on the outside of the parentheses. Negative 6x divided by negative 6 is positive 1x, or x. Negative 18y divided by negative 6 is a positive 3y. So the factored expression reads negative 6 times x plus 3y. C. The greatest common factor is 9 and a. So we can put 9a on the outside of the parentheses. 36 divided by 9 is 4, so we can substitute this question mark with a 4, and we'll bring down the b and the c. 54 divided by 9 equals 6, and we'll bring down the d. Now the factored expression reads 9a times 4bc plus 6d. Problem 6 from 7th grade, Unit 6, Lesson 17. The directors of a dance show expect many students to participate, but don't yet know how many students will come. The directors need 7 students to work on the technical crew. The rest of the students work on dance routines in groups of 9. For the show to work, they need at least 6 full groups working on dance routines. A. Write and solve an inequality to represent this situation, and graph the solution on a number line. Here I've written and solved an inequality. Pause the video if you need to. And here's the graph for the inequality. B. Write a sentence to the directors about the number of students they need. The directors need at least 61 students, with 7 of them working on the technical crew, and the other 54 working in 6 dance groups of 9. Problem number 7 from 7th grade, Unit 2, Lesson 5. A small dog gets fed 3/4 of a cup of dog food twice a day. Using D for the number of days and F for the amount of food in cups, write an equation relating the variables. Use the equation to find how many days a large bag of dog food will last if it contains 210 cups of food. I could start by making a table. On the left-hand side, I have cups of dog food. On the right-hand side, I have number of days. The dog gets fed 3/4 of a cup of dog food twice a day. So that would be 3/4 plus 3/4 equals 6/4. which is equivalent to 3/2 or 1½ cups. That means that the dog eats 1½ cups of dog food each day. I'll use the fraction 3/2 so I can avoid using mixed numbers. The amount of food divided by 3/2 equals the number of days. In this example, 3/2 divided by 3/2 equals 1, so that would be 1 day. This also means that 3/2 times the number of days equals the amount of food. They want to know how many days 210 cups of dog food will last. 210 cups divided by 3/2 equals 140. So 210 cups of dog food will last 140 days. I've written this out on the next 2 slides, so you can pause each of them if you have to. Please make sure you're a subscriber to my channel. I'd appreciate it. And you can watch the next lesson. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.